Miles to go, everyone. Welcome to the part 4 of chapter Federalism, Center State Relationship. The way Constitution has made the center and state share power has also strengthened federalism in India. Restructuring the state and center relationship is one more way in which federalism has been strengthened in practice. The constitutional arrangements for sharing power work in reality depends to a large extent on how ruling party and leaders follow these arrangements. For a long time, the same party ruled both at the center and in most of the state. This meant that state government did not exercise their rights as autonomous federal units. Those days, central government would often misuse the constitution to dismiss the state government that were controlled by rival parties. This undermined the spirit of federalism. This changed significantly after 1990. This period saw the rise of regional parties in many states of the country. This was also beginning of era of a coalition government. This led a new culture of power sharing and respect for the autonomy of the state. Before 1990, same party ruled the center and most of the state in most of the cases. But after 1990, the scenario changed and the regional political party also started sharing that power. And that has actually safeguarded the federalism system in India. Now let's understand the decentralization in India. India has three-tier system of government. The three-tier system was adopted majorly because India is a very big country. Second, difficult for the union and state government to manage big provinces and huge population. Hence, decentralization was introduced to the local self government. The reason for decentralization was local people have better knowledge of local problems, and local people have a better idea to where to spend money and which problem to tackle first and how to plan development. People can approach a local government for solving their problem easily and quickly. The cost is also reduced to the minimum. Local government provide training in becoming active participant in working of a democracy. It train one of the leadership, and at grassroots level it ensures stability, strength and health of a democracy. Hence, at local level, panchayati raj and nagar palika was introduced. The local government, that is the third tier of government called local government. The local government includes panchayat in villages and municipalities in urban areas. But elections were not held regularly and local government were not given any power by the state. In effective terms, there was very little decentralization. The major step towards decentralization was taken in 1992. The constitution was amended to make third tier of democracy more powerful and effective. The provision made in constitution for effective local government were as follows. It is constitutionally mandatory to hold regular election to local government bodies. Seats were reserved in elected bodies and executive heads of these institutions for the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, other backward classes, and beside women. At least one third of all positions were reserved for women. The State Election Commission, that is SEC, has been created in each state to conduct panchayat and municipal election. The state government are required to share some power and revenue with local government bodies, which varies states to state. Now let's understand how the Panchayati Raj system and Zilla Parishad worked. In India, rural local government is popularly known as Panchayati Raj. Each village or group of each village or group of village in some seats have a Gram Panchayat. This is a council of several ward members called Panch, and the president is called Sarpanch. They are directly elected by the adult population of the village. It works under the supervision of Gram Sabha. Gram Sabha meets twice week or thrice in a year to approve the annual budget and review the performance of Gram Panchayat. A few Gram Panchayat are grouped together to form a Panchayat Samiti or block or mandal. The members are elected by the Panchayat members in that area. Zilla Parishad, all the Panchayat Samitis in district together constitute the Zilla, that is district Parishad. Most member of Zilla Parishad are elected. Moreover, member of Lok Sabha, MLA of the district, and some other official of other district level bodies are also its member. Zilla Parishad chairperson is a political head of Zilla Parishad. This is how the decentralization in Indian federal system was organized, giving each level of government its share of power so that the balance of the power is maintained and welfare of the people can be done. Now, there are some problems faced by local government, like the local sabha are not held regularly, inadequate resources, and state not willing to transfer power. In India, over 36 lakh representatives are elected for the various panchayat and municipalities. Reservation of women is compulsory for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and other backward classes also. There is a section of seats reserved for even a position of a chairperson or adhyaksha at all the three levels. With this, we come to the end of this lecture. Thank you.